Hello YouTube, how's it going? Retro Dave back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you a bunch of Super Nintendo games that I haven't shown. Well, I've had them a good few months now, since before Christmas. Since I've been rearranging my room, I kind of put them to one side on a shelf, and I've never actually got around to putting them in a video. So yeah, way behind. As you know, we've had Christmas, I've had other things happen since then with pickups, and it's kind of got waylaid. As I mentioned before, there's a room tour video coming up, and I kind of wanted to show all the stuff that's outstanding that I haven't done a pickups video for before I do the room tour, because I didn't want to kind of spoil any upcoming pickups yet. You see what I mean? So I've done the figures last time, which you can see just here. So figures have been shown in the video already, so if you haven't seen that video, please feel free to go back one and check it out. So this video is going to be literally the last of the pickups that I've never got round to showing. Again, just say there's a bit of a backlog. I had them sat on a shelf on the Super Nintendo, like bookshelf there, in their own like little space, because I knew they're ones I haven't got round to showing yet. Yeah, it's quite confusing, but anyway. So there's quite a few to go through. I've literally pulled all the plastic box of text off of them, because you get a lot of glare when using those. So you're going to see them as they are in their boxes. There's some common stuff and there's not so common stuff, and some real classic titles. So enough waffle. Let's begin. So we'll start off with one in the trilogy. I've already shown the first game, which was Star Wars. I've got Star Wars Empire Strikes Back off of J, Cyber Snake 7, and this is the other one that I was missing, and that is Super Star Wars Return the Jedi. So they're all JVC ones, because some are made by THQ. I'm not sure if there's a massive difference, but I wanted the set of JVC. So now I have a full set of those. As you can see, the boxes are in nice condition, the odd mark and the odd crease, but other than that, in great shape. Again, this is a game I haven't put any real time into as yet, but I just wanted to kind of show you in the video. So there we are, that is Return the Jedi. Next up, classic side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Again, this was a case of rebuying the games that I had. This is going back to when I had the loose cartridges, and I met you, if you've been a regular viewer for the channel for a while, you'll know that I was trying to buy the box complete versions and sell the cartridges on. So again, this is a game I once had the loose cart of, and most of these are in that same category I forgot to mention earlier. So the loose carts that I've shown before have since been sold on, and I've now rebought the box ones. So this is one of them, and that is Super R-Type. Obviously these are all USA games. I had the PAL version of this. This is now the USA one, boxed in really lovely condition. The odd little mark, as you can see, the odd little ding here and there, but it's nothing to worry about. Again, nothing much to say about this one. Classic side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Balls hard, never got really far on it, but I'm sure it's one that I will eventually get round to putting some more time into at some point. So that is Super R-Type. Now for the slightly hard ones come by. I had this on PAL version, and I got that in a shop in Bedford. I think I showed you in a video when I was out on the road. I can't quite remember now. This is the USA version, and that is R-Type 3. Love the artwork on this one. It's a classic 90s art style. Really like it. I think this one's in a really lovely shape. Get a bit of light reflection on there. So it's nice, crisp and fresh. There we go. Again, haven't put a huge amount of time into this one. I played the PAL version, haven't really played this one as yet. As you know, it's quite difficult to keep up with the backlog, and like I said, they've been set on the shelf to one side, and I just haven't really got round to sinking much time into all of them. So that is R-Type 3. Glad to have that. This one I've played quite a bit actually. Next one, again, this was I had this. Did I have this PAL cartridge? I had this on a PAL cartridge a couple of years ago, a year ago. I know I had it, and I've since sold it on because I had the USA version, and now I sold the loose USA cartridge version to buy the box complete USA version, and that is Final Fight 2. Classic side-scrolling beat 'em up. Love this series. Happy to have all three of them. Unfortunately, the third one isn't box complete because that one's quite hard to come by. So I've got a loose cartridge of that one. So Final Fight 2 again in lovely condition. Again, these are all box complete. I'm not going to open them all up and show you all the instructions. I'll do that in their own separate videos. And if you aren't familiar with the series videos I do, I basically take a game out of the collection, unbox it and do a gameplay. I've already uploaded a few of those, and again at some point the plan is to basically go through almost everything I've got and do a video on each game. So yeah, I'm not going to go through and open them all up right now, but yeah, they're all complete. Next up, another shoot 'em up. Again, had this on PAL cartridge, now got box complete USA version, and that is the classic Axlay. Again, another fantastic 90s artwork there. Side scrolling shoot 'em up, and again in really lovely condition. And there we go, and that is Axlay. Again, another game I haven't put a great deal of time into. I had this on PAL version. Again, sold the cartridge and got the box complete one. And this is the platformer, which is Skyblazer. I've played this game probably a couple of times since I've had it, so I don't want to give you any real idea on what it's all about, but I know that it's pretty decent. And again, at some point I shall go through and give it a playthrough. So that's Skyblazer. Next up, another classic platformer. It's not a very hard one to find. This one's in really like mint condition, all bagged up inside, everything else like brand new, and that is the Addams Family. So this is like almost like shop fresh. There's not a mark on this one, and inside it's absolutely like brand spanking new. So that's Addams Family. Next up, another classic platformer, and that is Joe Mack, or in the UK version I think it's Joe Mack Caveman Ninja. So in the USA it's just called Joe Mack. Artwork is very different to the UK one. This is a game I have played quite a bit before. I'm not really good at it, but it's definitely a good, fun, solid side-scrolling platformer. So happy to have this one in the collection. As you can see, it's again in really lovely shape. So that is Joe Mack. The sequel to that game is Joe Mack 2. And as you can see, unfortunately this has got like 60 written on there in pen. I haven't tried to take it off. I'm sure that will come off, but as yet I haven't got around to attempting it. As you can see, it's in really nice shape. The odd little mark on the box, but nothing to write home about. That's the end. It's very slight crushing to the top edge there, and some light scratching just to the end of the box there. And on the back, again, perfect. I did give this game a try. I found it very different to the first one, and personally I actually prefer the first game. It's not a terrible game, but I just prefer the classic first one. But it's cool to have the sequel. So it's Joe Mack 2, Lost in the Tropics. Again, another game that was rebought from the PAL cartridge to USA box copy, and that is Super Turrican, classic game. Again, side-scrolling platformer, shoot 'em up kind of game. Balls hard. Now, I don't think I've even got off like the first level. It's quite difficult. I'm sure most of you are going to know what this game's about anyway. It's a bit of a cult classic on the SNES. Again, just minimal wear really on the edges of this one. There's the back. So that is Super Turrican. Right, now moving into some of my real most played games now. The next three coming up, so I don't want to fall over. This one I recently played with oh fucking hell, Duncan. Sorry, mate. Fucking, my mind's gone blank. Duncan. We actually played this co-op a couple of months ago now, and that is Conch 2: The Alien Wars. We sat and played through this. He knows this game inside out, and it was pretty cool sitting playing with him, 2-player. Playing this through. Fantastic game. Again, I had this on loose cartridge and upgraded to the box complete one. And there we go. It's in fantastic shape. I love the artwork on this. Really nice. Okay, now then. Now, your SNES collection isn't complete, I don't think, unless you've got this game in it, and it's a fantastic title. Real a must own, and that is the classic Turtles in Time. Love this game, completed it several times, really enjoy playing it through. Great co-op, just fantastic title. PAL version commands some stupid money, but thankfully the USA one is nowhere near as bad. But yeah, just a classic game, and look at that artwork. It's just beautiful, love it. So the classic Turtles in Time, must have for the SNES collection, as is the next game. Fantastic again, artwork on this is amazing. I had this on PAL cartridge, and now I swapped it for the USA one, and it is Castlevania 4. Look at that artwork, it's just awesome. Love it. Again, just minimal wear, the odd little mark on the box here and there, and the end there's a little bit worn, obviously been played a fair bit, but I'm happy with it nevertheless. And there is the back. Castlevania 4, well worth picking up. Just yeah, fantastic game. Can't stress how good that is. Next up is, yeah, that's it, right. Knights of the Round. Another pretty obscure one to get hold of now. But yeah, fantastic game. This reminds me of Legend. It kind of that kind of oldie worldy side-scrolling kind of action slash 'em up game. Yeah, I've not played this game a huge amount, but when that time I have played it, it kind of reminded me of Legend. So yeah, if you've played that game, you kind of get the idea what this one's all about. So yeah, Knights of the Round in fantastic condition. A bit of a little dent there, but again, otherwise in lovely shape. So you can see it's going to focus on the screenshots there. You can just about make out it's like a side scrolling beat 'em up, slash 'em up. That is Knights of the Round. Next up, we have a side scrolling beat 'em up. Again, I had this on USA loose cartridge, and now I'm really lucky and happy to have the box complete version, and that is the Peacekeepers in really lovely condition. Again, the edges are nice and sharp on this. I played this again, me and Duncan played this a couple of months back. I can't remember how far we got now. You're going to have to remind me, mate, if you're watching. But I know we played it for a good, must have been a good hour or hour and a bit. And I think we got stuck on a boss and we died, and then we couldn't be bothered to continue, if I remember rightly. But yeah, really cool side-scrolling beat 'em up. So that is the Peacekeepers. So guys, that is it. You are now up to date with all my Nintendo pickups that I haven't shown. I've got other bits and pieces, pardon me, that have come and that are due to arrive in the post this week. So I shall be doing videos on those very soon. I just wanted to get the old stuff, the old backlog of figures and games, bits and pieces out the way before I did the room tour, which I've obviously now just recorded the other weekend. So the next video to come up, guys, will be my room tour for spring 2015. As I said before, I've got some new systems recently, and I'm going to be having a slight rearrange of the shelves kind of behind me into the side. So yeah, I wanted to get the room tour done to keep it as it is now, and then obviously as things change, I shall probably do an updated room tour either later in the year or next year. Haven't decided yet, but I know a lot of you have kind of been asking about a room tour. I'm pleased to say it will be the next video you see after this one. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the room tour. It's coming up soon. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you again soon for another video. Take it easy.